Hi beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I'm Crystal. If you don't already know, and if you're not already subscribing, you should definitely do that. But today for this week's video, it's gonna be a what I eat in a day, and I just like watching those videos, so I was like, why not make my own? But for breakfast, I literally, hold on, also got a new little gadget. So I literally eat these egg wraps almost every day. For like the past 3 weeks I've been obsessed with it, and I don't know, it's just egg. I use a low carb balance wrap, and then I put turkey bacon or chicken sausage in it, and then a little hot sauce and avocado, and it's actually really good. But it just gets a lot of protein in the morning, and I don't know what it is. It kind of just reminds me of a breakfast burrito, basically, but like a quesadilla. But I love my egg wrap, so that's what's for breakfast. And honestly, the way I cook it is not really, I try to cook it to make the least amount of dishes. So if I'm cracking the egg in the pan, because I just honestly don't care at this point. I just don't want to do dishes. So I made three dishes: the pan, the spatula, and then a knife. So that's not bad. I'm gonna enjoy breakfast, and then we'll go on our merry way throughout the day. Okay, anyways, I thought this was filming the whole time, so I was basically talking to my camera for like the past 7 minutes, and it wasn't recording, but it's okay. So basically I was showing you guys, or what I did do was I had a snack, or I bring snacks with me. That's how I've prepared in losing weight and just making better choices and healthier habits. I don't go anywhere without snacks. And honestly, when I have gone somewhere and I don't bring snacks, that's where those crash outs happen, where you end up like overeating, or you end up just like eating foods you wouldn't normally eat in your normal diet. Because when you're out for so long and you don't even realize, and then you're hungry, and then you just start eating stuff because all you can think about is food, it definitely does get easier. So for today, I brought grapes and kiwi, and then I had a cheese stick. Oh, here it is. It's like this thing is like not Matilda, but I forgot. But you know, I'm gonna put a clip. You know the lady in her bag, it just keeps coming, stuff keeps coming out. And then I bring a cheese stick. These are goated. Protein, keeps you, it's like a nice little snack, and it keeps you full. And this is just like nostalgia for me. I've always eaten these growing up, and these have never let me down. Then I also brought a protein bar. I brought this protein bar. It's called Power Crunch. One of my coaches, when I did track and field, put me on, and it's really good. I've had the vanilla. There's a chocolate peanut butter one, strawberry. My favorite one of this is strawberry, but today I have a red velvet one, and I did give you guys a review, and I said I gave it a 7 out of 10 because I like the strawberry flavor more. So it's good, but I just feel like in the fitness and healthy foods, like people making protein snacks, like red velvet flavor is such a hard flavor to taste like cake, basically. And I've been trying to figure out recipes myself, like red velvet oats, or like basically a healthier cake. You don't always have to just make foods that are healthier, but it's kind of easier when you're not necessarily trying to go out of your way to eat cake, but you can find an alternative. But it's just, that flavor is just a hard flavor to figure out. I feel like the only solution is to eat just the red velvet cake, but I think it's good. I just feel like I would buy the strawberry flavor over this. Yeah, for me, bringing snacks, I always have my little lunch pail, and I bring snacks with me, and that has been such a difference for me in my weight loss journey, because when you just are out and you don't have your snacks, what you normally eat, you just lose, at least for me, I just lose control, and I like having control. So for me, I'm able to pre-plan, make sure I have all the fuel I need for the day, and then also I just know like what I'm putting in my body, exactly, like all the ingredients, because like when you're buying food from somewhere else, you don't fully know the ingredients because there's a lot of extra calories that you're not necessarily thinking about, like the oils, butters, fats, like those type of things that they're using to cook the food in. And so like not unknowingly, I'm just eating more than what I think it is because of these extra calories, and you're like, oh my gosh, what happened? And that's probably why. So that's why I bring my snacks, and this has just been such a difference for me in really seeing that change. But I'm gonna continue enjoying my snacks, and probably I'm gonna go to the gym after this. I'm running errands right now, and then I'll show you guys a little bit of that. Today's gonna be a full body day, and it's gonna be such a good workout. I just know. And I'm not gonna do too much. I normally like to keep my exercises 4 to 5 exercises plus core, and then I just get my steps in if I have time at the gym and just walk or do whatever cardio, but I have to get my steps in. So I don't like making workouts super complicated, because the more there is, the more I just get overwhelmed. But let's keep checking on for the rest of today of what I eat in a day, and I'll be back for the next meal or workout. I don't know. This is fun for me though. Alright.
I've been moving calm, don't start no trouble with me. Trying to keep it peaceful is a struggle for me. Don't pull up at 6 a.m. to cuddle with me. You know how I like it when you loving on me. I don't wanna die for them to miss me. Yes, I see the things that they wishing on me. I got some brothers that outlive me. They don't tell the story, shit was different with me. God's plan, God's plan. I hope that sometimes I won't. I feel good, sometimes I don't. I finesse down Western Road. I go down to G.O.G.
Back from running all of my errands. I went to the gym and got a good workout in. Now I'm gonna eat again. It's late enough to where it could be dinner, but I only had breakfast and a snack, so I'm calling this dinner right now. But in my family, because I live at home still right now, we like to cook a lot of the protein for the week, and then you just put whatever sides and vegetables you want. So I'm gonna do we have this teriyaki beef, and then a little bit of red rice, and then avocado, and then I made these pickled, like basically like when you go to the sushi shop or go to the sushi and you get pickled cucumbers. I basically made that and carrots, and they turned out pretty good. So with the pickled cucumbers and stuff, basically you just added a little sugar to the rice vinegar, and then once I did that, it started to actually taste like a sushi restaurant, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can make it at home. But because I got a plate. Because I am being very intentional about calories, I am measuring out my protein. Let's see. Measuring out my protein. So I'm just using a food scale. Let me see if I can do this lower. There you go. So I'm using a food scale to measure out my food. It's only for the protein. And then the rice, I'm only going to do a 1/4 cup of it, and I'm also going to measure it out. I think I'm only going to do like 5 ounces. And then when you use your food scale, you obviously tear it, so you don't get the weight of the plate.
Yo.
Guys, I'm filming on a DJI Osmo's Pocket 3. I'm so happy I was gifted one. That was so kind. But this is the first vlog I'm doing on this camera, so it's actually like really cool. I stayed up watching YouTube videos to figure out how to use this camera, but I understand like the settings and everything, but the only thing that's a little confusing for me is how to use the gimbal completely without me almost breaking it. Which I'm not, but that's just the only confusing part is the gimbal. No, I dropped. So yeah, but honestly the calorie deficit has been fine. It's basically how much I've been eating in general, but I'm a lot more cognitive of how much I'm eating, of not realizing like some days I might be over 2,000. I'm doing 1,700 calories right now, which is perfectly fine for what my goals are, and I just prioritize different macros, so I'm good. But the food scale has been helpful. It just makes me more mindful. Like, I know like the hand portionings is what I've always like gone off of, but for certain like beef I wouldn't think it's as much as it is. But yeah, I don't know guys, I don't know. Just gotta eat to fuel your body. That's one of the healing things I've done with my relationship with food, is healing, is you're eating to fuel your body. Food has nourishment. Food has so many different properties that just allow you to be your best, and looking at food negatively isn't always the best. Okay, here's the food. So here's the cucumbers I was talking about. I don't know how to use this camera. Okay, here's the cucumbers, and there's not much left, so I'm just gonna eat it out the container. And then I've been having some avocado with the steak and my rice, and it's really good. But here is my meal. This is one of my favorites, teriyaki and avocado. It's just so good. I don't know, it's just like a good flavor combo that you wouldn't expect. But I will say, working out every day, I have to make sure I eat enough food, because sometimes I don't, and then I feel it the next day. So that's like the one hard part. But other than that, I feel like I eat pretty balanced. But I've been trying not to eat as much carbs at night, because I just don't want it to sit on my stomach and like spike your blood sugar or anything. So that's one thing that I don't do. So I try to eat most of my carbs in the morning and during lunch. But I mean, like, if something has carbs, I'm gonna eat it, but I try not to. But oh, let me track the calories really quick before I forget how many ounces. I just use the Carb Manager app. Really simple. This app better than like MyFitnessPal or like other apps, because you're able to see your macros. I didn't track everything just yet, but it breaks down like protein, fats, calories, and carbohydrates. I added breakfast too. I forgot to do that, but it's okay. Let me add in my meals, and then this just helps me see a visual of the calories, and it's just a visual just to see what I'm doing. And I know I'll tell you guys my macros for today. I'll tell you guys at the end because it makes more sense. But I'm gonna enjoy my meal. Okay, so right now I'm at 87 grams of protein, 65 grams of fat, and 44 grams of carbs, and I'm at 1,139 calories right now, which is not horrible, but at least I have yet to hit the 170 grams of protein. I think that's just the recommendation of what I said. Like I said, I was really active in the app, and then I also said, I don't know. I'm trying. Like, it's so hard because sometimes I just don't want to eat and I'm just not hungry. Like, I get to like 156, 140. That's pretty close. It's only like 30 off. That's like one snack off. But to get more like personable or just talking wise, just get better at that. But this is definitely like vlogging. I mentioned this in all my vlogs, but this is me stepping out of my comfort zone like so much. But I really enjoy it, and I have a lot of fun like having creative outlet to do this. I'm just glad I am putting myself out there and doing something I know I've always wanted to do, but now I'm actively doing it, and it's kind of scary, but it's gonna pay off, and I know it will. And I like that I'm building a community with you guys, figuring out who likes me and who doesn't. And if you don't, it's fine. And if you do, it's great too. Because at the end of the day, people are gonna hate you, people are gonna love you, and it doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, you need to love yourself. Alright, I'm gonna enjoy my dinner. Okay guys, so I already showered, but I'm feeling like I really want, if you hear the Pantains, the dog in the background, but I really am in the mood for something sweet. So I'm making pumpkin oats. I know it is April and it's springtime, but I don't care, and I want a fall flavor, and I want pumpkin. I think I've said it before, but I don't believe in measuring here. I'm gonna do my best. I am following the directions though for the quick oats. I'm gonna make 2 servings worth just so I can have extra for tomorrow, because whenever I cook I always try to make sure I have a little bit more for the next day, because I just don't want to cook. I enjoy cooking, but I also just rather not. So I'm gonna make pumpkin oats, and I'm gonna make it kind of healthier. I'm using substitute sugar, brown sugar. And then that's like the only sweetener I'm using. Oh, I could also use maple syrup now that I think about it, or honey. I'm gonna just put that out there too. But I have protein powder for it. I don't know. I don't like putting protein powder in oatmeal. That is just, I can't do it. I don't like the protein powder in the oats. I've tried it before. It's just not for me, but I'm gonna have this, and then if I'm still hungry, which probably will be a little bit later, I'll have a smoothie. But I'm gonna make pumpkin oats right now. Hey y'all, the oats are boiling. I mean, the milk is boiling, so let's add in the oats. I'm adding in 1 cup of oats. Oh, it's just snazzy. Okay. This is my spatula. It says devoted to dessert. This is from Cake Boss. But I'm gonna stir this, and then it should be ready to go in the next minute, and then I'll add in my pumpkin. Okay, actually, for a little bit more fiber while the mixture's still getting hot and combining, I'm gonna add like a spoonful of milled flax seeds. This is really good for gut health, and it also just adds a lot of extra fiber. So I'm gonna add 2 spoonfuls because this is 2 servings worth. And this is something you don't even taste. And then I also add this to like chia seed pudding and let it sit in overnight, because it just doesn't taste like anything and you get extra, all of the benefits from it. And I always do milled. I don't like that whole seed. This is how it's looking. I'm gonna just add my pumpkin. Okay. Let's give it a taste test. It's good. I'm just gonna put a little bit more salt, spice, and a little bit more pumpkin, but the sweetness is good and it's pretty good. Alright guys, here's my oats. I gotta just clean up really quick. Oh, okay. Here you go. Here's the oats. It looks better in person, I swear. And then, so my little dessert. No, it's not even dessert. I just want, pumpkin. Like when you have sweet cravings and you try to make it work for what fits your diet. That's what I've learned through, okay. Sorry guys, I'm learning how to use this camera. But that's what I've learned throughout this health journey. This health journey is I can still eat and do whatever I want, but I just eat or have cravings that fit into my needs, so I make it work for me. So it's been good. It's just like some days you really want cake. I don't always want cake, but that's just a craving I've had more often. That was like a craving I had more often, but I made adjustments and I started making, I never really liked chocolate, but I started to like chocolate all of a sudden. So I started making sweet potato brownies, and those have been good for me. And I don't put any flour, nothing. So you just do what works for you and what allows you to be your best self. Okay. Alright, I cleaned up. Now it's time to enjoy the food. My oats. Alright, hi guys, I'm back. So it's about the end of the night and I just want to have a little smoothie just to finish off my night. So I'm using Premier Protein Vanilla. And then little almond milk. And I found this fruit blend at the grocery store with dragon fruit. And it kind of reminded me of the blend that's at Target. Dragon fruit blend at Target, and it's so good. And I would always make it a lot when I was in my dorm room. Alright. Here we go. So this is the diced purple blend from Kroger. I think they put grapes in this blend. A little bit more. Okay. And then I do one full serving of proteins. And it's just 2 scoops. And then I just fill the rest up with just almond milk. I don't do dairy. Like milk-wise, I don't do dairy. Okay, smoothie is done. Here is what it looks like. This time it's more of like a watery texture. I added a lot of almond milk, but it's fine. But I'm just gonna drink it out of the cup because like I said, I do not want to do dishes. I do not want to do dishes, so I'm gonna just drink it out. But that's basically what I eat in a day, and hope you guys have enjoyed this video. This is pretty realistic for me of what, not necessarily what I eat, but I just try to prioritize what I know what works for me in hitting macro goals. And then also, if I am craving something, I'm not going to deplete myself from it, but I'm going to make accommodation so it works for me and in my diet and what I'm trying to do and what goals I have for myself. But I'm just glad I was able to make this video. It's something like I've always watched and I've always wanted to do for myself, so I'm glad I was able to do it. But cheers and have a good night. Bye, beautiful people. But cheers, have a good night, like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll have another video for you guys whenever I do. All right, bye.